there, it's Alicia Taverner, licensed marriage and family therapist and owner of Rancho Counseling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a chance to check out my last video where I talked about what a process group is and just gave you a little overview on how I run my Mindful Moms group. If not, be sure to go back and check it out. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about mindfulness, why I think it's such an important practice, and how I teach it to my group members. So let's go ahead and dive in. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions or kind of just living in a state of hurry, hurry, hurry? Have you ever been driving somewhere and then you've arrived to your destination on autopilot, and like if you took the time to think about it, you might actually wonder, did I really stop at all of those stop signs? Did I really stop at all the red lights? Well, this is actually the exact opposite of what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is simply what it sounds like. It is literally the practice of being aware and mindful. Psychology Today defines mindfulness as a state of active, open attention on the present. And it goes on to say that when you're mindful, you observe your thoughts and your feelings, but from a distance, and you do it without judging them good or bad. So instead of letting your life pass you by, mindfulness means living in the moment and awakening to experience. We live in an incredibly busy society here in the US, and the impact of this busyness shows up in a lot of ways. A majority of my practice is focused on couples, and what I've been seeing is that the wife and mother in the relationship feels so overwhelmed with all of the demands of motherhood that it takes a toll on the way that she parents and on her relationship with her husband. Many of the moms that I know are so busy giving to their children, packing their schedules with carpools, kids' activities, cooking and cleaning, and so by the end of the day, they really have nothing left to give. They have nothing left to give to themselves or to their relationship, and then their marriage ends up suffering. This type of focus leaves moms feeling empty and unfulfilled, and I know plenty of moms who actually only eat the leftovers of their kids because they say that they don't ever have enough time to really sit and eat a meal for themselves. I know you might be thinking, well, that's just the way it is. There's no other way, but I'm here to tell you that there is. I actually incorporated mindfulness in my life, and I practice it on a regular basis, and I've seen some incredible improvements on the way that I parent, on my ability to be present with my kids and my husband, and it's also improved my overall health and well-being. So that's why I'm so passionate about my Mindful Moms group, because I see the impact that mindfulness can have and how it's improving things immensely for my clients. In the last video, I talked about how I structure my group. We typically come in and check in the first part of the session, and everyone gets to share how they're feeling, and then I take some time to teach an exercise on mindfulness, and then the last part of the group is left for processing, talking about the exercise, and sharing any takeaways with the group. The exercises that I use in my group help mamas to remember to breathe and to be present. Mindfulness isn't just for Tibetan monks or for people who are obsessed with yoga. It's truly for anyone who wants to live a more full life, and by full, I don't mean full of busyness. When you stop and think about what's important to you, or look back on the years when your kids were small, I doubt you'd ever say, well, I wish I had been more busy, or I really wish we'd added in those extra activities. Most moms I talk to say that they wish they had more time to focus on the little things, and that they wish they cherished their little ones when they were little. So just as an example, I'm going to give you a quick exercise that you can do today to see what mindfulness is all about. So just for today, I'd like you to write a list from your heart. What are the top 3 things that are most important to you today? I'm not talking about the to-do list of tasks or things that you need to complete, so close your eyes and ask yourself, what is of the utmost importance for me to do today? On the top of my list, I always write something like, I want to be present with my kids. Then I think about what that means to me. So think now about what's truly important for you. Is it a good belly laugh? Is that the most important thing for you to have today? Is it better attention or presence with the people around you? Or is it more affection and forgiveness? This list can be incredibly helpful to lessen stress and anxiety because it keeps these things at the forefront of your mind as you go about your day. So when all 5 loads of laundry don't get done, or you're running to the store at 8 p.m. for an emergency supply for a project that you didn't know your kid had to turn in tomorrow, and you end the day just feeling really overwhelmed, you can stop and look back at your list and ask yourself, but was I present? Did we laugh while we finished the project? Did we snuggle instead of finishing all those loads of laundry? If the things on your heart-centered to-do list were completed and accomplished, then it's easy to rest knowing that you really did what was of utmost importance. If not, then you can troubleshoot and try again the next day. So the point is to be more aware and more focused as you move through your day. Let me know what you think about this activity by leaving me a comment below, replying to this email, or just shooting me a message. And be sure to look out for my next video in this series where I'm going to be letting you know what you can expect on your first group meeting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk with you again soon.